Hello everybody, thanks for joining Walrus News Now. Rare supermoon eclipse should bring wonder, not apocalypse. So we're going to play CNN's video.
A lunar eclipse happens when the sun, the earth, and the moon line up in a straight line in space, with the earth smack in the middle. The sun shines light on the earth, which casts a shadow, and as the moon moves deeper into that shadow, it appears to turn a dark reddish color. Why red? Because the atmosphere is filtering out the blue light. Some people have nicknamed this effect the blood moon. NASA says that lunar eclipses typically happen at least twice a year, but not all of them are total. There are actually three different types. A penumbral eclipse is when the moon passes through the outskirts of the Earth's shadow. NASA says this is so subtle you might not even notice. A partial eclipse is when the moon dips into part of the Earth's shadow, but not all of it, so only a portion of the moon turns dark. A total eclipse is the best. That's when the entire moon is in the Earth's shadow, turning it that deep red color. And rarely, a total lunar eclipse coincides with a supermoon, which is when the moon is in the closest part of its orbit to Earth and looks bigger and brighter. This only happened 5 times in the entire 20th century. Remember, you don't need a telescope or any special equipment to view a lunar eclipse, but having binoculars or a telescope might make it more fun. Either way, just go outside, find the moon, and enjoy.
On Sunday night and early Monday morning, much of the Earth will witness a glorious heavenly event. The night of September 27th through 28th will showcase a lunar eclipse coupled with a, quote, supermoon, a full moon that appears larger because it is perched the closest point of its orbit with Earth. The occurrence is relatively rare, having not happened since 1982, though some observers are viewing the date with fear, calling the eclipse a, quote, blood moon. For astronomers and stargazers, the event is to be welcomed with celebration. It is a beautiful sight in the nighttime sky, says Mark Hammergreen, an astronomer at Chicago's Adler Planetarium. It is a way of connecting us to the universe at large. It gives us the view that's a bigger picture that just we've concerned with our daily lives. The entire eclipse, from first shadow to last, will be visible for most of the Americas, including the eastern half of the United States, Greenland, Western Europe, Western Africa, north of the equator, and parts of Antarctica. Other portions of the world, including North America, the rest of Europe and Africa, and a swath of Western Asia, will see most of the drama, though they'll miss the first fading bites of the moon. So, lunar eclipse viewing, as you can see, the partial eclipse viewable in this vicinity of the world, a total eclipse viewable in this part of the world, and only a partial eclipse viewable in that part of the world also. In the United States, observations are hosting a variety of festivities to showcase the eclipse and supermoon. The University of Nebraska's Omaha is opening a Durham Science Center observatory and planetarium to the public, adding telescopes with smartphone adapters so visitors can take pictures. The Copernic Observatory and Science Center near Binghamton, New York, and Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles, Hamburg, are planning moon parties for the Cincinnati Observing calls it the astronomical event of the year. Can't make it to the planetarium? NASA TV will have live eclipse coverage that you can watch it in the comfort of your own home, or you can walk outside. You don't have to be any place special. If you can see the moon, you can just look up. The Earth's shadow will start making its way across the moon at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. The total eclipse begins at 10:11 p.m. Eastern Time. It will peak at 10:47 p.m. Eastern Time. The total eclipse will last for about 72 minutes. A time of turmoil. H points out these astronomical events linked humanity to history. We've been watching the skies for 1,000 years, creating mythology, arriving at scientific discoveries, and simply taking pleasure in the movement of celestial bodies. Astronomy in particular is something that hooks us up to our most ancient root he says. For some, astronomy also provides clues for earthly futures. In this particular blood moon, as some end-time believers call the lunar eclipse, for the reddish tint of the Earth's shadow is revealing a particularly troubled time to come. The eclipse is said to be the last tetrade, 4 consecutive total lunar eclipses, each separated by 6 lunar months that took on Jewish holidays. The first 3 in the current series took place on April 5th, 2014, October 8th, 2014, and April 4th, 2015. Some Christian ministers have theorized that the sequence of the earth-shaking events, noting that other tetrads took place in key history, including the 1492 Jews' expulsion from Spain in 1948, a Mideast war, road trip to the end of the world, and promotion for his 2013 book, 4 Blood Moons. Christian minister John Hagee claimed that tetrad was a signal being sent by God. The coming 4 blood moons point to a world-shaking event that will happen during April 2014, October 25th, 2015, and mark author ministries and author of Blood Moons decoding the imminent heavenly signs. Yeah, I'm not going to read all this. This is conspiracy. Now we're just getting to conspiracy theories about the end times. People are a little dramatic. It's just a lunar eclipse, people. Okay, thanks for joining Walrus News Now. Have a lovely day.